Well, we're just two sleeps from Christmas, and for a lot of people, it's a happy time. For others, it is very stressful, particularly with money worries, putting presents under the tree and food on the table, with interest rates and inflation all front of mind. Now, one organization that is helping to make it a little easier for folks is the Salvation Army, and I am pleased to say I'm joined tonight by Major Brendan Nottle from the Salvos. Major, thank you for your time. What stresses are you seeing out there in the community? And are you seeing more people in need this year and maybe some new faces as well?
Oh, the demand, James, is unprecedented. I've been doing this work for 30 years now, and I've actually been shocked this Christmas to see the number of people that are coming in, but also the new types of people that are fronting for support. So we ran a Christmas lunch just this week, and we saw over 500 people turn up for that Christmas lunch. We've never had that figure before. Across Australia, we're seeing 300,000 people presenting for toys because they just can't make ends meet. We've seen 64,000 people reaching out for assistance with hampers and vouchers, and 136,000 people right across the nation coming in for meals so far. So these are enormous figures, and what it says to us is the demand is massive. What we're seeing is perhaps the economic canary down the mine, that things are tough now, but the indicators are that things are going to be even tougher leading into 2023. And we really need people just that can help, just to dig a little and give us assistance so that we can pass it on to those that are doing it incredibly tough at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, it must be very confronting for people who've maybe never had to put their hand up for help in the past to do so. What do you do with people who might be, concerned about the fact that they've never had to rely on this sort of service before?
Oh, James, there's two things. I think one is, like I mentioned, I've been doing this work for a long time, and I still get really moved when I see people turn up who have been donors to organisations like the Salvation Army, and now things have tightened up for them so much economically that they now need to reach out to organisations like ours for help. And you can see shame in their face, you can see embarrassment, and you can see the new people because their heads are often down and they just don't want to look you in the eye. And so what we do is really make sure that we're coming alongside those people, make them feel welcome, and actually let them know that they're in the right place. And the other point too is, if there are people now watching, or they know of people that are really doing it tough, we just want to say we hear you and we're actually here for you. So we want to do absolutely everything that we can just to make life a little bit easier for those that particularly are turning up to organisations like ours for the first time.
And are you seeing that, with these economic concerns, that donations as well are dropping off, or are people still able to find the ability to dig deep and give?
I think some of the larger donations are not as there like they have been in previous year, James, but what we're seeing, it's one of the amazing things, and it actually makes me incredibly proud to be an Australian. Things are obviously tough. I'm seeing it time and time again now. And yet people just turn up. People turn up to give. And I find it incredibly moving. It's amazing. And they may not be, yep.
And we don't have much time left. I just want to ask quickly, how can our viewers get involved and help?
James, if people go to salvationarmy.org.au or they ring 13 Salvos, they'll be able to provide assistance, and whatever they can give would be deeply appreciated.
13 Salvos on the website. You heard it there. Dig deep. Thank you very much, Major Brendan Knott. Thank you. Merry Christmas.